So in this video we're going to be taking a look at a low budget 3-person tent by 3f-ul gear, and it is the Taiji-3. 3 is a 3-man tent. Basically it's probably more of a 2-man tent, and the rucksacks and equipment, plenty of room to move around. If you get a 2-man tent, it's normally a 1-man and his equipment, and if you get a 1-man tent, that means it's just you in there and your equipment is going to have to stay in your door areas, or maybe fasten it up in a tree for in woodland and stuff. The more room you have, it's like better for yourself, isn't it? So when I say a 3-man tent, it is really a 2-man tent and their equipment. I will be giving it away on the channel in a couple of months. I want to do this video now, and then I want to get the Taiji-1, Taiji-2, Taiji-3 side by side to show you. But yeah, this one, the Taiji-3, we'll be getting a given away on the channel in the next couple of months. So I'm going to sort this tent out, we're going to get it out, we're going to have a look at it. But yeah, cheap budget tent, £166 people. For a 3-person tent, 4 seasons, coyote brown, perfect for woodland camping, up on mountains somewhere, perfect. You'd really want a lighter tent for the mountains, but you know, if you're going to go up there by yourself, you're going to have to take a 2-man or a light 1-man tent, aren't you? But anyway, let's have a look at this tent. So one thing I do like about the Taiji tents are the stuff sack or the carry bag is always a massive amount of room. Look at that, it's like a mini bin liner. And if you roll the tent up, you can see how much room you've got in it there. So if you want to pack up, if it's wet, it's horrible windy, and you can't roll it back up, you can just stuff all the tent in this bag, get it wrapped up, and you can just use the buckles here, nice adjustable. Say if you've got it, you know, just completely rammed in there, you got a lot of room like that. But yeah, I do like the spacious bags. So you do get a footprint for the tent as well. And one thing I like about these tents are they take the time to connect the inner and outer together. And you can see, but it's all seam sealed all the way down. Yeah, it's nicely seam sealed that. It's seam taped. But yeah, they always connect it. So all you got to do really is put your poles in. You do get a footprint. I'm not going to be too bothered about showing the footprint today. Metal poles, not fiberglass. That's always a good thing. I'm going to put the name 3f-ul gear on the poles. Now these poles are going to be very long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sections of that. Wow, that is a long pole. And there should be a, yeah, this is your top one. Just shows you how big this tent is, because normally on the top ones, oh, I don't think this will have that actually. I'm thinking of another tent, sorry about that. Wow. These are long poles. Proper dome tent this one is, by the looks of it. This is what I was thinking. This is the cross member. So it's only got 1, 2, 3 poles. I'll show you more about that in a bit. So I've just had to peg it out a little bit because the wind would just try to blow it away from me. That would be in a bit of a pain. So this is a shorter pole that I'm on about. So where the door is, zips there, YKK zip. There you get this. So you got to push the pole into it and it goes over. So when you get to the other side, what you got to do then is you got to just pull it down like that, then into that one there. Right, so we've put 5 pegs out so far. So just want to count how many's left over. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pegs all together. And you get this pipe brake cover. So if any of your poles break, you just basically put it in there. You tap that down so it covers around the pipe or your pole, let's say, and then that'll help you just till you get home. You get a few bits of repair kits. I could use one of them actually for the Taiji-2 in green. So I've got a rip in that tent, Anna, and you got some paracord there, guy lines to pull your tent out when it's windy, and you do get quite a lot on this tent, what I've seen as well. So you get one there, I think you can see it, and then you get another one halfway up. You can hoop them round and peg them out together, and it repeats on all 4 of your poles. Now I'm not going to pull all them out because, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be giving this away on the channel in the next couple of months. So when you get a new tent, it's always great to go do all little bits and bats in it. So I'll just leave that for whoever wins it to do it themselves. And the footprint will be black, yeah, black bottom, and it will be seam sealed as well. It'll make no difference to the waterproofness of the bottom of the tent. All this is like a protection mat from the ground, so there is that going to be with it as well. But we'll talk about the giveaway in the next couple of months. Like I said, I want to put the Taiji 1, 2 and 3 up side by side. But what I want to do now is continue pegging it out. So let's run through it slightly. The tent, 2 big poles, 1 pole that goes across the centre to push the material on the inside out to help it give you the tightness of the material on the inside, what works really well. You get 2 vents, one here, one on the other side. You get 2 doors, one here, one on the other side as well. Like I say, you get all these tie out points here, 1, 2 on all 4 of them. These clips, I think they could be a little bit better. Yeah, I think there could be a bit thicker material, you know, on the plastic, let's say. But I've had none fail on me on the other Taiji tents, but these ones just look a little bit more flimsier, to be fair, and that's me being honest about it. The velcro on the door is pretty strong, so if you're camping out in wind, the door zip cover, let's say like a flap, is not going to flap around, so the velcro were pretty strong there. And also you can do it with this side as well, roll that back so you have like the front of the tent all open. I'm gonna leave it like this. They've put like some stronger material there this time, so it'll probably be a bit hard enough for it to flap around if it's windy. Wow, this for the tent is a serious mansion. This is massive. It is a great size for 3 people. Can't remember the last time 3 of us were in a tent. I think it's when I might have been younger. Wow, what a massive, massive tent this is. This is a fantastic size for 2 people and all their equipment. Wow, this is a big tent. One thing what 3f-ul gear always do, and it just doesn't bug me, it bugs other people who get their tents, is they always put the tiniest pocket they can find. See what I mean? This is a 3-person tent. It's the only pocket in the tent. Is this dinky, pointless pocket. Take it out. If you're not going to put a decent size one in for 3 people, take it out. You just wasted some material. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. It's pointless. If you buy yourself for this big tent, then it's not pointless, but when they're doing it as a 3-person tent, there's no storage. There's a lantern holder, but there's no storage for anything. That is a bit of a letdown for this tent. What quite a lot of other tent companies do is they'll put like some bungee cord there, and there, and some more of these clips and like a mesh, so you can store stuff on top like your headlights, you know, your phones and stuff. So some other tents do that. That's probably a good idea that 3f-ul gear should look into. But that goes back to what I said earlier. A cheap budget 4 seasons tent, £166 I think it is. What am I expecting really? They're doing it cheap as they can, aren't they? They're not going to start throwing all these fancy things in. They're looking at it like it's your tent, get in it, get some sleep, pack it away in the morning. They're not going to add all these bits to it at that price, are they really? So I just want to double check the price thing that I saw. So if you got it in green or the coyote brown like this, it's £159 for the 3 seasons. But then if you get the 4 seasons one, it's £166 for 4 seasons in the green. So what we're talking there, £7? £7 different? Yeah, it's just £7, that's all it is for the 3 seasons to the 4 seasons. I'd just go for the 4 seasons, really, for an extra £7. But yeah, I'm picking things what I've seen in other tents, and I'm thinking, why didn't they do that? Why didn't they do this? Think about this. But the more they add to it, then the more they're going to have to put the price up. And we're lucky because some tent manufacturers now are stopping seam sealing the tents. This is all seam sealed. You don't have to do any of that. It's waterproof. It's ready to go. Right, let's get to the boring side of stuff. The sizes, the measurements, and all that sort of stuff. So if this video so far has helped you because you've been looking into buying a tent, I'll share a link in the description to Campers List. Let me just double check that. camperslist.com. You'll see it in the description if you're thinking about doing it. Now I'll quickly want to run you through some of the measurements and stuff, because everything about the tent will be in the description if you want to read through, or no doubt you probably watch other videos on YouTube about it. So I just quickly want to run you through it for me. So not that one, not that one. It's hard finding these, isn't it? So the outside measurements, the full size of the tent is 245 centimeters by 96.5 inches. The width of it is 330 centimeters by 130 inches. So the inner of the tent, your sleeping area, your living quarters, let's say, 220 centimeters, that's 86.6 inch. The inner, let's say the width is 210 centimeters, so that leaves 82.6 inches. I want to say anything else that I can show you about it. So your vestibule area is 60 centimeters, so that is 23.6 inch. Like I say, all this will be in the description if you will check it out for yourself. So the height of the tent from the floor to the fly sheet right at the top is 140 centimeters, 55.1 inch. The inner of the tent, so from here to the lantern holder, let's say, what is here, it's 125 centimeters, that's 49.2 inch. So there is a bit of a gap between the inner and the fly sheet, but that'll be to help the airflow go round and round to help cut down on the condensation. The size of the vestibule area is, the length of it is 220 centimeters, 86.6 inch. Now the weight of it, I don't have a clue about the weight because I've tried looking everywhere for it. Let me just double check, see if I've got it actually. So let's talk about this. This is a bit more interesting actually. We need to talk about this, don't we? So the fly sheet material is 15D silicone PU ripstop nylon. The inner material, there's only a little bit of mesh on each side of the door, that is 15D sil nylon, 4 seasons. What's this one? If you get the 3 seasons, it's 20D nylon mesh. I'm just trying to see if we can find the weight of the tent. So the waterproof is 5,000 hydrostatic head, so it's not going to leak at all. That it says you get 12 pegs and 8 guy line points. Did I count 11 pegs? YKK zippers. I'm just reading everything what I've screenshotted here because it's a lot easier for me doing this and then trying to remember it. I'll just forget everything. So I finally found it. 2.8 kilos in weight. 2.8 kilos. That 2,800 grams, if I'm right there. Yeah, I'm sure I'm right. Shoot me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying. So yeah, it's not the lightest of tents, is it? But my QU one, that's roughly about the same weight as this tent, so I could carry it for where I wanted to do. But like I say, I want to have this tent go to somebody's going to camp, you know, with like the missus or the kids and stuff like that, to help people get outdoors, be that person themselves. But yeah, it's a fantastic tent. Like I say, I've nitpicked about little things like pockets, but it's a budget tent for what it is. And 5,000 hydrostatic head, that is going to be all right in the UK anyway. I don't know how to handle in the wind, because like I say, it's a big dome tent in it. So it's a lot bigger than the tents I'm used to anyway. So you are open to elements of getting bashed around by the wind a lot. Now the Taiji-1 is a cracking tent that handles the wind a lot. What I'll do is I'll share that video here actually. Check that out, me using that tent, or I'd show you me unboxing it or something. No, I'll show you me using the tent. Maybe one of them two will pop up there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put 2 videos, one me using the tent and one showing the Taiji-1. And this here will help you subscribe to the channel if you fancy you want to have a look a shot at winning the tent. But for now, I'm going to get off. Thank you very much for watching. This is a fantastic 2 to 3 person tent.